Midweek Freak Treat, chance, minutes 30 to 35. Urine.
Emphasis on the chance.
Emphasis on the urine.
Did you say your name? Can I introduce you?
Well, please do. I would be honored. Wash my feet.
Well, with me today is the host that boasts the most roast, and he was the firstborn, not I, Adam.
Yeah. And here, as always, is my dirtiest dirt boy, Steve.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I want to wrestle, but can't due to a lingering illness.
That's yeah. I have a banged out bottom, and I can't wrestle anymore. Sorry, coach. Can't put me in.
Yeah. My pubic symphysis is just splayed out.
You wait till you see my coccyx.
No, thank you. Seen it before.
All right. This week,
Not a fan.
we're talking about chance. Man. So minutes 30 to 35. That 5-minute chunk. Oop, can't say chunk. Gotta censor that. No, I gotta censor that again. Oh well.
Yeah, you definitely can't say chunk.
No.
Not once. And should we watch this together from now on?
Yeah, I think this was perfect. We we decided to watch it together and then immediately start recording the episode. And so here we are, and urine.
Well, one thing lays on top of another, and that is God and us and the earth.
That's true. God lays on us and we lay on the earth. Well, I lay on you and you lay on the earth.
Yes, exactly. And then our sperms touch, create an egg, blah, 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 humanity.
Adam and Steve, and Adam and Eve, and break an egg. And if you want to make a cake, you got to break some eggs.
Yeah. Definitely. God said a lot in the first 7 days.
Just stepping on, making creatures and accidentally stepping on them, being like, well, if you want to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. You're like, God. You turn that animal into paste under your giant sandal. Don't be so flippant about a life you've just taken. Well, it's extinct. What are you gonna do?
That's the punishment of being a creator. You can't go without breaking a few eggs because you got to make an omelet.
Well, of course, yeah. And the greatest thrill as a creator is to destroy your creation. And so here we are, 2021.
Over and over again. Sometimes you flood, sometimes you squish. Mm-hmm. You can really do whatever you want when you're creating a simulation.
Sometimes you just get saucy with it and go, you know what? I'm just going to kill all the firstborn babies. How's that sound? Everyone else can live. I'm just going to kill a bunch of babies this time, very specific ones.
Yeah, God was getting really into philosophy then and smoking a lot of dope. So he wanted to kill a bunch of babies. That's what dope does.
That's what dope does. And on this week's Rip to the Tits Chance Spectacular, we're talking about minutes 30 to 35, just in case you didn't know. Yeah,
we definitely gave you the information in the title.
Correct.
But please pray.
Pray. Hey, if you're Kate and your grandma's in the hospital, all we ask of you is to pray, please.
Yeah, if you guys could just stop and pray right now, that'd be great.
Hey, let's take a second and let everyone at home do the Pure Boys prayer. We'll wait silently while you do the Pure Boys prayer. Amen. Beautiful. Great job, everyone.
Amen. Hallelujah.
A woman.
Thank you.
Turns out Kate loves Alli, and Alli loves Kate. They say it like it's nothing.
You're just roommates. You're only 20. You don't know what real love is.
No, one of you is catfishing a guy on the internet. The other one is losing their grandma, presumably.
Maybe. She's in the hospital. She's not dead yet. Probably going to be dead for sure.
She's got croup and wry neck, and she's just going to have a heck of a time recovering.
Well, they like to stretch out scenes and storylines in this very short, almost movie. So I could definitely see there be a long scene of a memorial of this grandmother.
Oh, for sure. If the end of this 5 minutes is any indication, they'll just let a take run for a minute and a half, whatever. Just run the clock out. Who cares?
It made it very exciting for us. I feel like this 5-minute chunk has emphasized how elongated we've made this movie by doing it only 5 minutes at a time. Like, this seems like this movie has been happening forever.
Yeah, this movie is our life now. We just live, we live in and around this movie, and I feel like I understand everyone in it so well, but I can't remember anyone's names half the time. Because not enough time is spent with them, and then too much time passes in between. I don't know who anyone is.
Psychologically, I feel like I'm starting to feel it with this movie. I didn't feel it for the first couple of 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
But I've never consumed a movie in this way, and it's so weird. And to not like it even is a whole nother level.
I don't know
if
what
this
you
was
mean.
a movie I enjoyed, maybe I'd pick up on the characters a little bit more.
I don't know what you mean. This is a movie I enjoy. I don't know. Are you saying you don't enjoy Chance? I have so much censoring to do. It's going to be absurd.
Well, it's chunky at this point.
God. You know I'm just going to censor the middle letter in that, right? So nobody knows what you're saying?
Key.
Yeah, I got to censor that too. Don't even worry about it.
No, you should add CH to that.
Good call. Yeah, I'll cut out a ch from an earlier bit and shove it in here.
An earlier chunky, yeah.
Yeah, an earlier one of those.
Yeah, no, never again. I won't hashtag never again do that ever again.
No, hashtag never forget, all right? Never forget the days when Steve was saying that awful, awful word that can't believe he would have the gall to say it on the show. And repeat
9/11?
Never forget it, my brother.
You gotta edit those out.
I'm keeping the 9/11 in there. That's not, nobody's offended by that. People love 9/11.
It's true. There's basically a whole holiday for it now.
Oh, a high holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about Alli's talk with that kid about what bravery is?
I don't get it. It's one of those bullcrap conversations you have with a kid where you're like, oh, you can do anything you want, anything you can set your mind to. You could even be an astronaut. No, you're going to be working at Chick-fil-A for 20 years because you love God.
Well, of course. Yeah, closed on Sundays. Don't even try to go there for anything. Closed.
Wouldn't that be a great week if you could work 6 days in a row, 12 hours a day, and then on your rest day, you get to go to church?
Wait, you think God only worked 12 hours a day on the days that he worked? Are you
No,
kidding me?
I'm talking about employees at Chick-fil-A.
Oh. Yeah, that would be pretty dope. I'd go to like a 12-hour... You go to a 12-hour mass on Sundays. So it's 12-hour work shifts and a 12-hour mass and then back to work. And that's your life. And it's amazing. It's fulfilling.
Well, you got to go to morning mass, and then you got to teach the kids how to do God. And then you got to go to afternoon mass.
Yeah.
And then there's praying during Monday night or Sunday night football.
Of course, yeah. Do your kids do this God?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Oh, man. I went to like Sunday school, and it was fun.
Hated it.
Really?
I would never go.
Sometimes they talked about hell, and I was like, well, now it's getting exciting. Tell me about hell. I want to go home and watch RoboCop.
They talked about hell? Is hell even in the Bible?
Nah, it's never mentioned by name. Did I ever tell you that I snuck out of church to go watch the series premiere of a RoboCop TV series?
No, you never told me this. On a Sunday?
On Saturday night for that one.
Oh, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We were usually a Saturday night crew, but sometimes you go Sunday morning for other stuff, you know.
I didn't know there was an option, to be honest.
Oh, man, I hated it. But anyway, we don't need to ruin my Saturday night. Great. Love it.
What else were you going to do? Watch TBS?
No, I didn't have cable.
Nah,
yeah. You know, I was gonna go out and slay some Tang. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get some numbers.
You made a face. You made a face when I said Tang. That was like you just smelled the sourest smell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tang.
All right. Yeah. Fine. Cool.
I almost said the P word, but then
would have been to censor that.
Yeah.
You might as well have said chunky for all I care.
The wet bits.
Ugh.
That's gross, eh?
It is pretty gross, yeah. What's the grossest thing you remember from high school?
The grossest thing I remember from high school. Nothing comes to mind.
Nice. I don't have anything either.
There wasn't really anything gross that happened at school. I didn't see a turd or anything. Really.
The only thing that comes to mind is in a desk in the shop class, someone had carved the words, "I scratch my nuts to you, Ian." And I still don't really know what that means.
Is that like an anime?
No, I think it's like a declaration
of independence.
Exactly, yeah. Of like, hey, just so you know, Ian, I'm scratching my nuts to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian.
Who doesn't love it?
Actually, I thought of a gross thing from high school.
Let's hear it, Poppy.
With other naked boys.
Did you ever snap towels?
Yes, religiously. But that's the fun. I like that.
Of course, yeah, of course. That's the best part of it.
And getting to carry around your own Axe body spray and be like, I got the new Dragon XXX flavor.
That's pretty sick. I was never an Axe man. I was a Irish Spring boy.
Irish Spring boy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Famously.
Of course, yeah. You just walk around smelling your skin because it smells like Irish Spring. Delicious.
That'd be a good back tattoo. Maybe a tramp stamp.
What does it
like
say?
A picture of Irish Spring, like a picture of deodorant.
I love it. That's a great idea. Coming right out of your butt crack.
Yeah, and like the cap's coming off a little bit to give it some like 3D-ness, some flavor.
It's like popping out towards you, like a 3D Dorito. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. What did you think of the conversation Alli had with that little girl about bravery?
I talked about it.
Did
talk
you?
About it. What did you think?
I thought it was great. I thought she imparted good lessons like be brave. How? Do it. You know? Just do
Think
it.
about it.
Just be brave. Like me, Alli, the person catfishing someone online, the person lying to the boy I love. Be brave.
Oh, man. That's pretty deep then, because she's, reflecting truths that she should be listening to.
Well, of course. And the little girl calls her out without knowing she calls her out by saying, I wish I was brave like you, Alli. It's like, well.
That's good writing.
That's secular.
It's very cerebral.
Mm-hmm. It's like the movie Spiral from the mind of Jigsaw.
Yeah. And then how do we cut to the fire?
We cut from Alli hugging a child and putting her head on her head to the fire where Electric Ian, that's it, just one from one. Like a cut in a movie, how they transition from a scene to the scene.
Like they didn't pull out from the fireplace or anything either. They just hard cut.
No, they zoomed into Alli's eyes really quick and then pulled out from the fire really quick. And we hear like a scream as we pass through the fire. It's pretty, shoop! Got him!
Fire time!
Light him up!
Yeah. But then Steve hits us with the famous line.
Oh, classic Electric Ethan. Is that his Electric Ethan? Yeah. It says, and that's the story of how I tried to fist a blind guy.
Which works.
It works, and everyone laughs. Everyone high fives, and they go, you know, Electric Ethan, we didn't like you at first, but you're our favorite guy here.
Yeah. He's clearly the alpha out of everybody. He's fisting blind people for charity. And he's really good at it.
Exactly. He's performing on Telemiracle. He's fisting blind people for charity, and so far he's raised $150,000, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Mostly from Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, he's a big donor, but he knew him from back in the day.
Yeah, they were childhood friends.
Yeah, as in Wayne Gretzky was 40 and Ethan was a child when they met.
Well, one of them was a child for sure.
You could probably guess which one. Wayne Grotzkar.
Blind people can get fisted too. It's like the stigma has to end.
Yeah. Well, when Ethan met Wayne Gretzky at that like baseball card expo. That's what Wayne Gretzky told him. He goes, you can fist any blind people you want. And he signed a baseball for him. He's like, I have a baseball signed by Wayne Gretzky. That's great.
They're usually down to clown blind people. I've only met like a handful of blind people who didn't want to get fisted.
Well, of course, right? I mean, who doesn't want to get laid?
Yeah. And, that was a lot of people I've met. I've met like 1,000 blind people.
And none of them wanted to sleep with you? Yeah, just people.
No.
I think they're just called people, Steve.
People. Only 5 of them didn't want to get fisted out of the 100.
Wow. Those aren't good numbers, man.
Those are great numbers.
Too loose. I don't like someone that I don't like the town bicycle.
I don't understand what you're saying because
I'm saying
I think it's great that blind people are getting fisted.
Okay, well, I don't disagree with you. I think that it's great that they're getting fisted. I think it's great that Electric Ethan has a hobby that he's so passionate about, that he shares that passion with the rest of his camp counselors. There's a lot to love about this.
Yeah, he wears like a special glove to protect his fist from the environment, so he can fist as as well as possible.
Yeah, he's got the script from the movie written on that glove. So while he's practicing his lines while he's jackhammering. Efficiency. He reads it, and then he knows all his lines when he shows up on set the next day. He is a professional.
Efficiency? Anyways, Electric Ethan blows it out of the water. He's the man of the town. He's getting tang from everyone.
Electric Ethan is going to hold the camp hostage before this movie is done. He is he is whiffing every shot he takes. It's so sad watching Electric Ethan just flop around on the ground like a fish out of water.
He's got big teeth. And that's a negative right away,
For sure. Oh, yeah. And everyone tells him that, too. They're like, you got fat teeth, Ethan.
And he's trying to compensate for his fat teeth.
By going, I'm Electric Ethan. And they go, actually grab a live wire, Ethan. Actually do it. Actually go up and grab it with your mouth. How's that sound? Wrap your lips around that live wire, please. They love them.
Grab yourself some lipstick and gussy up.
Yeah, put some lipstick on your pig before you give it a big smooch. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you want the smooch to be good, and you need lipstick for that.
Yeah. Did you like that? What are they doing at the fire? What is going on? What's happening?
Well, the kids are asleep, I'm presuming.
I hope so. They're not just lost in the woods.
Well, they're probably secretly still awake, telling stories, getting their candy out of the floorboards that they hid.
Yeah.
And the counselors around the fire, jocking jams, getting juice lick,
trying to get their first beej.
Well, they're definitely thinking about beaches for sure.
For sure. They're asking themselves, what are the over-under that I can get that girl across the fire from me to give me a public beej? What are the odds? Probably pretty good.
All you got to do is throw her in the lake.
It's true. Take your cell phone out of her pocket first. If you take your cell phone out of the pocket, you're getting a beej in front of everybody that night.
Yeah, put it in a Ziploc bag and then throw her in the lake. Because she's already wet.
Hey, love it.
And then Alli sings for the rest of the 5 minutes.
The rest of the 5 minutes, it's like a minute and a half of her singing, and it's not done when the 5 minutes ends. There's still going to be more singing when we start the next 5 minutes, and I hope that it's the entire 5 minutes. I hope that like someone brings out like a ukulele or something, and she just keeps singing this hymn that she is just really living it up, singing the best she can.
Living La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
I predict that she sings for another 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
All right. I think you're probably right. Yeah. Well, you own this song on iTunes, right? Like you bought the soundtrack to this movie and it's on there, presumably.
I've bought 2 songs in my life. One is I'm Chiz Jism, and the second was Amazing God or whatever she was singing.
Yeah, I think it was called Amazing God or whatever she was singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, in reference to Mary singing a song, presumably.
Well, it is Adam and Steve, not Adam and Eve.
Exactly, not Mary.
Your body is a wonderland.
Thank you. What do you think of Alli's singing? Is it did it move you to tears?
Yeah, it got me to move. I felt my pelvic floor tightening, which is good. Thank goodness.
Healthy. Yeah, absolutely.
And her hair looked really nice. I was more looking at her hair than I was listening to her voice because I think songs are dumb. But
well, you're not a lyrics man. You like music, and there was no music. It was just lyrics. So I understand why you wouldn't have been connected to that.
My mind totally tuned out, and all I was looking at was that hair. It was really doing it for me. Her stylist was on point that day. The other days, whatever.
Like, are you talking about the 4-year-old that did her hair, presumably?
Did her hair?
Yeah, did her hair. Do your kids do this dance?
Do your kids do this hair?
Do your kids do their hair?
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. From our lips to David A.R. White's ears. From our lips to the person who runs David A.R. White's Twitter account.
Yeah.
Might be him. Maybe. No way. Not a chance. He's worth $4 million. He doesn't have time to run his own Twitter account.
Is he at $4 million now? I think last time we checked, it was only 2.9.
Ooh, maybe it is only 2.9. I was just, I was being generous for, it's the season of giving.
Yeah, and we want him to give to us so we can keep doing this flippin' show.
That's right. Papa John, where you at? Hit us up. Give us that cash.
100,000. How much money do you want? I want probably $1 million.
You got a blank check for me? I'll say $1 million. Yeah, just $1 million that you and I have to split.
Each.
Oh, each. Okay, fine.
Is that too much?
Yeah. I don't want to have like a silly life. I just want to have a comfortable life. So $500,000. That's perfect.
I just want to eat steak every day and party every night.
Just like that Kiss song.
Thank goodness.
What do you think of this movie?
I think it's really psychologically getting to me. Thinking about having to do another 10 of these?
We've got a few, yeah. I mean, the movie's an hour and 15 minutes. So we're at 30 minutes we're at 35 minutes right now. So we have 40 minutes left.
It feels like we should be so far ahead. Like I feel like I've watched this movie 100 times already.
Yeah, I feel like I can't believe that it's not over already.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, how many more? Oh, 8 more. Okay, 8 more times we got to do it. Okay, fine. I can handle that.
Like 2 weeks ago, I was on board for watching every single movie I ever watch from here on out this way.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I'm being tortured.
No, it's like a sweet pain, a sweet yiz, as they call it.
Like good torture, like 1953.
That's a good year.
Well, for torture. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. That was the year that the guy was feeding people to crocodiles at that hotel.
Yeah, well, and they created the first human whip.
Human whip?
Yeah.
What about
like for pleasure?
Oh, well, sure, of course. Who doesn't love
human whips don't have a good past.
No.
Like before, the past 30 years or so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You want to
human whips are great now.
Do you want to talk more about that? Do you want to talk more about the history of human whips?
No.
Where does the human whip begin in the timeline of humanity? Would you say 900 years ago?
I'd probably say human whips have been around for at least 6,000 years.
Well, that's as long as the Earth has been around. So you're saying that human whips, Adam and Steve had whips in the garden. Well, that makes sense. We did have whips in the Garden of Eden. Yeah.
We had whips.
We're banged out.
We had whips.
I mean, the thing is, you don't start out with whips. You start out just like, cowgirl
Rubber
and reverse
from a
cowgirl.
tree.
Yeah. And then you build your way up, and then that gets boring, and then, you're whipping, and then you're stepping on each other's jimmies, and it's like a fun, you just spice it up in the Garden of Eden.
First you put your goo together, and then when that gets old, and you have like 1,000 eggs lying around, you will start whipping each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good place to end it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I love you.
I love you.
History of Human Whips. We love you.
Ooh.
Sometimes you don't find the ending.
No, but then you force it.
You gotta
love that too.
You got a dinger lined up?
No.